Hey, this is Michelle coming to you with some kitchen inspiration. I'm making chicken Caesar pasta salad, and I wanted to show you how I make the grilled chicken in just 6 minutes. So first thing I did was I took my single burner grill pan and I put it on the stove top, and it's heating up. It's getting nice and hot. You want it to be preheated and be nice and hot when the food hits it. I have 2 chicken breasts here. I'm going to lay some plastic wrap over the top just to keep the mess down in my kitchen because I don't like to clean. This is my meat tenderizer. I have it with the spiky side down. You can unscrew it and put the flat side down, but I want to tenderize my chicken so that it's nice and soft. So I'm just giving it a pound here. We don't want to make it paper thin. We want it to be about a half an inch thick so that it cooks nice and evenly. And this will break up some of the tendons too and just make it generally taste better. And I'm going to flip it over, give it a pound on the other side. Plastic wrap does not go into the chicken, it just sits there. It stays pretty intact. It's pretty amazing. You can do it in a Ziploc bag if that's easier. You know, you can skip that step totally if you don't mind scrubbing the walls of your kitchen when the chicken squirts everywhere. All right. That piece right there is kind of thick. I'm gonna cut these pieces of chicken down a little bit just because they're humongous. You don't have to. You could put them in the pan in this size. All right. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I've got a little bit of olive oil in my 1 cup prep bowl, and I've got my silicone basting brush. I'm gonna give a very gentle amount of oil on here. I don't want to fry the chicken, so I don't want a lot of oil on it. I just want enough that when I add my crushed peppercorn and garlic seasoning, that it sticks to the chicken and not the pan, okay? That's the goal. So I was just trying to make it sticky. This is a really good seasoning. It is one of our saltier seasonings. It has, you know, sea salt in it, and so that makes it a little bit salty. It's sea salt though, it's the good kind of salt. And you want that though for when I'm grilling meat. I mostly use this for when I'm grilling steak or chicken, but I also sometimes just use this seasoning on, if I get food that's like pre-prepared and I think, wow, this doesn't have enough taste, then I just sprinkle some of the seasoning in because it's kind of a works everywhere thing. Okay, so I told you this chicken's gonna cook in 6 minutes. So I turned my pan down to medium high. I had started it on high. Let's see if I can get this thing to go over there. Oh, I forgot the lid, darn it. Dawn, will you get the lid out for me for this? Dawn, will you get the lid out for me for this? Yeah, you know, the grill press, Sorry, I forgot to take my grill press out. You know, if you want this to cook in 6 minutes, you need to put the top on it. That's what I get for doing more than one thing at a time here. So we put our chicken in a dry pan. That way it cooks and it's grilled and not fried, okay? And, oops, tried to get that in there. Put the press right on top. Cook it for 3 minutes on this side. Flip it over, cook it for 3 minutes on the other side. It'll be perfectly cooked in the middle. Take it out after the 6 minutes. Or if your stove isn't quite as hot as mine, you might want to go 7 minutes. But don't go any more than 7 minutes because otherwise the inside's going to dry out, and you don't want to dry out your chicken. You want the outside to be crispy and have the nice lines, and you want the inside to be juicy. So that was my story. If you like this video, please hit share and put it on your timeline so your friends can see how to do this too. My kids always told me my chicken was dry till I started cooking it like this, and now they really like it. So thanks for joining me. Have a great evening.